All right, we're talking about your skin here today at Robert Stevens Face and Body. We're back with Debbie Shandrick, the owner. And we always talk about the latest technology because you're always up to date, going to different seminars and bringing in different supplements and different products to keep us looking healthy and fresh.
Absolutely.
Keep us looking young. So what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about our Visia. It's a skin analysis system. And we're also going to talk about new supplements that we're bringing in to Robert Stevens.
Very exciting. We're going to meet the representative that's going to explain all of these vitamins, how they work, and how they can help you from getting to the point of having to correct the
Of
aging
no
process.
return. Exactly.
Once you have that damaged skin, and that's when we have to, look at products and procedures and all that fun
Yeah,
stuff.
it's not always external. We need to look internally to help to hydrate, to help for different things.
And I laugh because if you're in your 20s out there, it will happen to you too, because I remember doing a show with you back in my 20s, and we're going to go through the process, put my face in the machine, went through this, and I just kind of ignored it. I was like, I won't look like that when I'm in my 40s or 50s.
We all think
and now
that.
I'm back getting a consultation where I'll be, get rid of these brown spots here and there. So this is something for everyone. You can do preventative measures, and then if you already have signs of redness or brown spots, wrinkles,
Right.
you
We
have
can help
ways.
you to correct that.
We can make you look younger too and healthier. All
Absolutely.
right, so how does this work?
Okay, so initially when you come in, we're going to put your face into this unit.
Okay.
We're going to take a picture.
All right.
Okay, so this is the picture.
Now the fun
And-
part is no makeup,
That's right.
not a stitch of it, because
Yeah.
we can tell if you're lying.
That's
So
correct.
come with no makeup on.
Actually, your skin probably records better without any makeup.
Okay.
We'll wash your face if you do have makeup on.
All right.
However, we're going to compare your skin to 100 other women your age
Okay.
in 8 different categories. Lines and wrinkles, pores, porphyrins. That means that's the cleanliness in your pores, oils and things like that. We're also going to talk about the texture of your skin.
Okay.
And as we click on some of these, you can actually see. So see there's some larger pores here. The lines and wrinkles. So Janine her skin is 73% better than most women her age with
Now
lines
this
and
is
wrinkles.
a different
as you can
Janine,
see.
just so we're not confusing you. This is
Right.
this is a different patient that came in.
And with Janine's texture, the texture of her skin is actually better than 85% of women her age.
Wow.
Where Janine has her issues, and which is probably what she wants to work on, is her redness.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now some of
So-
this redness you
Well,
said can be
she was a little aggressive in her cleansing.
scrubbing off the makeup.
She was, yeah, yeah. So Janine is a little, she's very red there. So she certainly wants to do things to her skin that's going to help to calm that redness. Use things on her skin that are not going to be very abrasive or aggravate her skin, or even as far as things that she's having done.
Okay, so you get your picture taken with no makeup on, and then this goes to the computer and it shows you actually what's on your skin and actually what's behind your skin.
You got
So
it.
what's to come.
You
correct?
got it, yep. So
Telling-
there's UV.
It tells the future.
It absolutely does. And we actually have, we have a 3D viewer. So if you have a mole or a lesion or something that you want to look closer at, we can do that. It'll take a little bit.
And this is important because you do work closely with the dermatologist in the
dermatologist,
area,
sure.
and you can actually tell if there is a mole that looks suspicious.
Yes. Yes.
And you have
I do.
referred
I have, yeah.
to
yeah.
people before?
Well, sure. I worked for Dr. Milstein and Dr. Schleicher, so, we kind of work
Right.
very well together.
Right, and
Yeah.
some of those moles have turned out, if that's another good point to make, not just for the vanity reasons of your skin,
Right.
but for the health reasons of your skin.
Exactly.
If you have a mole or a suspicious
And by the
spot
way-
on your body,
Right.
to get it checked.
You should be getting body checks from your dermatologist once or twice a year. Complete body checks.
And
It's
that
always a
means
good thing.
behind the ear,
Absolutely.
your neck,
Yeah.
behind the knees, on the
Yes.
feet.
Even areas that are not
Between the
exposed
fingers.
to the sun.
Yeah.
But we have a simulator here, and I'm sorry, Janine, is that it?
That's
That
okay.
might be it. So we could tell the aging process. Now, yeah.
This
So,
is the part I ignored in my 20s. I was like, yeah.
so this is where we are now.
Okay.
Moving this back, and it's very, very subtle, because Janine's skin is actually very good.
Yes.
But this would, 3 years ago, perhaps,
Okay.
how Janine looked. And probably what you can focus on mainly with Janine might be her redness, some of the dilated capillaries in her cheeks. Do you see the redness coming back?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is over a 3-year.
This is now. So then
This is
this
now.
would be 3 years from now. If she doesn't do anything, you know,
Okay.
the capillaries are becoming more pronounced.
So what
the
can you
pores.
do then once you figure out? Now for Janine, it was the redness of her skin.
Redness plus Janine has a lot of UV damage.
Okay. How do you treat?
So-
What are some things that everything you have here that can treat it, either with product or with procedure?
Procedures, right.
Okay.
With Janine, I certainly don't know that I'd want to do a microdermabrasion on her.
Okay.
However, we have a wonderful chemical peel. It's a glycolic peel. It's a 30% peel that has a lot of buffers in, so it is not, it's really not harmful to your skin.
Okay.
It's very beneficial. It helps with redness.
Okay.
So it'll get down, it'll help to clean out some of her porphyrins, some of her pores. And from that, then we could recommend products, something that's going to help with the hyperpigmentation because we're getting rid of the dead skin cells. And then product that is applied can penetrate a lot deeper to that cellular level.
So this shows you where your areas of concern are, and then you can work
And you know,
from there.
just because I'm saying that maybe Janine wants to focus on her redness, that might not be what Janine wants to focus on.
Okay.
So we focus on just what it is that is your concern. I mean, we'll certainly address those other issues, but if that's not something that you really care about, we'll focus on what it is that you care about.
Now this is only one piece of equipment that you have or that you're trained to do. What are some of the other pieces of equipment that you have here?
We have
Hydration?
another,
Is it for
yeah,
hydration?
we have
Okay.
another unit that will actually tell dehydration, and you'd be surprised. Dehydration from within really, it wreaks havoc on your skin.
Now is that from not drinking water?
Absolutely.
From the sun? So if you're drinking your water, your skin should be naturally
Well,
hydrated?
you would think. You would think.
Well, if you have naturally dry skin, do you have to work harder at it to get your skin hydrated?
You do.
Okay.
You do. And
That would be
supplements
me.
help. You know, Vic is going to be speaking to you in a little bit, and she's going to tell you about what supplements can also do for your skin
All right.
with
Okay.
dehydration.
Very good. Well, we are upon the holidays, so gift cards are good ones for stuff like this. It's something that's personal.
And you don't have to worry about it being the wrong size or the wrong color.
I love it. All right, so when we come back here again, we're at Robert Stevens Face and Body. We are going to talk about some supplements that can help with the aging process, right?
Yes.
Really slow it down and keep you healthy. All right,
Very good.
stay with us on SSP TV. Welcome back here on SSP TV. We're here at Robert Stevens Face and Body in Cunningham, Pennsylvania, and there are new products that can help you look your best and actually help with acne and other skin conditions. So we're here with Victoria. Thanks for coming in to Cunningham to see us.
Well, thanks for having me, and also thanks to Robert Stevens for always being such a great supporter of our brand of Jane Iredale Mineral Cosmetics. But today I'm here to talk about our brand new launch of supplements. And this is we have an advanced nutrition program is actually where the supplements, we're a distributor of them, so that's where they come from, and they actually come from England. So the beautiful part about supplements and the difference that most people don't know is that anything that is a supplement that comes from Europe is regulated. We're here in the United States. They're not as tightly screened, so therefore you can have some fillers and some other things that might not really be good that the body can digest. So
All
it's
right,
really
and I was going to
important.
ask you about that. We're so
Yeah.
overwhelmed in society with
Yeah.
all these vitamins and all these choices. Tell us a little bit about what are the ingredients in your product?
Well, first of all, we have a couple different things, as I stated. So we have one that's going to be for more of your cystic acne, your medium to like more severe cystic acne, and an alternative to your Accutane. A lot of people want that natural alternative versus taking such a harsh medicine that also insurance may not always cover. So that's first. So we'll talk about the Skin Acumax. We also have our Skin Omegas, which is a wonderful product really for that severe dry skin. Everybody can be on an Omega, everybody. So if you have dry skin, normal to oily skin, it's perfect for everybody, rosacea, that kind of thing. Then we also have our Skin Complete, which is a combination of skin vitamin A and then also an antioxidant that helps with two different things, collagen and elastin rebuilding, and then it also helps with hyperpigmentation and the normal wear and tear of our skin as anti-aging. You know how that wonderful world of the anti-aging comes around.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about a couple of different things in each particular category.
All right. Let's tell everyone about your background because you have an extensive background in the medical field, correct?
So I'm a licensed cosmetology manager in the state of Pennsylvania. And more importantly, I've also done aesthetics. I've done special effects makeup artistry where I used to rebuild people's faces. That was when I was in my younger 20s, of course. So, now, come up to these years now, there's a lot more of plastic procedures that people can use and that type of thing. So, I dealt with a lot of skincare treatments and challenges and issues, and I used to work for a skincare company called SkinCeuticals back in the day. That was a medical grade skincare. So one of the quality products like that Debbie actually has here to use that really penetrates deeper into the skin than just some of your over-the-counter kind of, different types of skincare brands. So they're really penetrating and really designed to work to get in the skin. So that's really important. So I've done that. And then I found my way over to Jane Iredale, which is a fantastic pharmaceutical grade mineral makeup company. And this is our newest venture. What we're known for is healthy skin. We allow the camouflage, the extreme camouflage of coverage for our makeup. Covering both UVA, UVB, which is huge. So we're essentially an addition to your skincare.
Okay.
And what we allow the skin to do is the two main important functions is breathe and to shed. So that's kind of my background coming into this. And then, it's been a joy and a ride. So we're talking about almost 15 years or so.
Well, sounds like a lot of experience. You hit on something very important that people at home should know is you can't just pop a pill and think your skin is going to clear up and you're going to be healthy.
Absolutely.
This is part of a process which we talked about earlier with Debbie and some of those procedures and lines that she has here that work hand in hand with the vitamins. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, no, you bring up a good point too. What a lot of people don't realize is, the foods are different from the time that when we were younger. A lot of things are processed, and the body's physiology itself doesn't process the ingredients in the food and the breakdown. Therefore, our bodies are really becoming malnutrition in a lot of different ways. So drinking enough water, eating the right kinds of foods that supposedly are clean, you really just don't know where they're coming from. And the body doesn't always know if it's foreign, it doesn't know what to do. So, because of that, we're missing a lot of nutrients. And because of that, we're seeing more things such as rosacea, acne challenges, more sensitivities all the way around. So with starting within that, people will come in here and they will come in and talk to Debbie about what's an issue that I want to concern. I'm coming in for acne. So say someone has severe acne. As an adult myself, I personally had suffered in my late 30s. I started getting acne. I started getting cystic acne, and that's more hormonal, really in the jawline. And it's hitting puberty all over again in your late 30s. It's not fun. And what do? Do you go on some type of medicine that you just start getting your body in and toxicity and all those challenges? No. You look for other alternatives. So it's not just having a good skincare regimen, using quality skincare products. At some point in time, you do need to do something internally from a cellular level. So it's kind of like working from the inside out. So you start internally, then you're doing your skincare treatments, good quality skincare, and then you're finishing it off with, of course, Jane Iredale makeup.
It's really lifestyle.
Yeah, it is totally lifestyle, but also making sure what you're doing.
All right.
So with getting into that, as I said, I had acneic issues. So for someone like me, let's start there, because that's the biggest thing that I see a lot of people are dealing with other than anti-aging and drying skin. So our first product is called Skin AccuMax. And this particular product, like I said, is an alternative to that Accutane, which is huge, okay? This is 120 vitamins. What is in there is vitamins A, C, and E. We kind of call it the brighten, lighten, and tighten effect. So you're going to get a little bit of everything in here.
Okay.
But going back to the vitamins A, C, and E, we also have something called didodimethanane, or DIM. Now, DIM is actually your broccoli, your cruciferous vegetables. So your broccoli, your Brussels sprouts, and your cauliflower. And in these particular supplements, the synergistic combinations of the vitamins A, C, and E, and the DIM, they actually help to kind of balance the hormonal fluctuations in the body. Okay. And that's usually what's happening. It's happening is you've got inflammation because hormonal fluctuations. That is the biggest detriment to aging, to acne, to everything.
And this can be for men and women.
Absolutely. You know, think
And
about it.
teenagers too, correct?
Hormones know no bounds, so they don't care how old you are. Now, we do recommend, just out of safety, of course, anytime you're taking a supplement, we always recommend just talking to your doctor. But we have seen somebody who is 14 years old started to take them as well. But the most important thing is really making sure that the parent's okay with it, the doctor's okay with it. We do recommend people who are 16, you know, and up, because obviously you can't test technically on anybody below 16. So we've seen it work very, very well, both in men and women. Now, men sometimes, because they don't have a lot of hormonal fluctuations, as you know, they're very fortunate about that, they might seem to work a little bit, you know, quicker per se.
They lose weight quicker.
Everything
their medicine
quicker.
works quicker. What the heck?
Everything, right? So essentially what you would do is that this particular product really helps to, you know, do two different functions actually. If you're extremely oily, it actually helps with the vitamin A, which is really good. It's not just reparative, it's your vitamin E and your vitamin C for brightness, but your and vitamin A is for your tightness. But it also helps to control that sebum. Okay, so keep in mind that you're getting a couple different combination factors in that particular product. Now, most importantly, what we want to talk about is it is a process, so it's not going to happen overnight. You have two options to take this with severe acne. We call it the 14-week reset. You take 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening with food. Very important to take your vitamins with food because you want to make sure that the enzyme that when you chew digests them into the bloodstream. Okay, so it's really important.
Okay.
So most importantly, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're on that acneic program. Okay, for that. So Skin AccuMax, I want to kind of move on a little bit further,
Okay.
but really going to target our extreme acne clients.
Okay.
The other thing that we have, and this is especially going into the dry season right now, we're coming up, fall's coming up, everybody's dry. Even if you're oily, you're actually still dehydrated. Most people don't think about that. They think there's oil on the skin, and guess what? I'm not dry. Well, yes, you are. You really are dry. That's why you're making extra sebum. So the Skin Omegas, this is fantastic for everybody. Dry scalp, dry hair, eczema, psoriasis, you name it, everybody can take an Omega. The beauty about this particular product is our Omegas, which is very different from any other, is it's a vitamin or Omega-3 with an Omega-6 and a little splash of vitamin A. And that is very different from anybody else out in the market. Now,
You
the
see a
other
lot of
things-
omegas.
You
And
see
then
a lot of
people are,
omegas.
Which one do I take?
Well, and that's an excellent question you bring up. You want to find out where are they from and how quickly are they biodegradable within the body. These will break down within 5 minutes. Therefore, when you take omegas and sometimes you feel that taste, that fishy taste, like throughout the day, it's because they're finally just breaking down. These will break down within 5 minutes and you won't get that taste. The other thing that's really important is these omegas are EPAC certified, which is the highest quality of standards of processing. And it's actually done in Europe. And the omegas, we source them from Peru. So Advanced Nutrition sources them from Peru. They're wild. They're not farmed, which is huge. And they use anchovies and they use sardines. The smaller the fish, the higher quality, the less toxicity the omega is.
How about that?
So it's
Interesting.
really important to know, but again, you're getting that benefit of that little touch of vitamin A with an omega-3 and omega-6 to really help to hydrate you throughout. And you're going to notice a very soft, subtle skin. And out of all the vitamins, this is the one that you'll notice within about 5 days.
Okay. I was going to say, is it consistency with using these for how long till people notice results?
Yes, and it usually results. The Skin AccuMax, depending upon, again, how long they've had the suffering with acne, we always recommend using a good, what's the product that I want to talk about? Probiotic. That's what it is. Because a probiotic helps to clean the gut. Once the gut's clean, then you can move forward. So it's a matter of how long were you suffering.
Got it.
Omegas, 5 days.
Got it.
Literally.
Okay.
And then the last product that we have is really going to work in kind of combination to two different things, not just with hydration, but also with melasma and anti-aging. So we talk about collagen breakdown, we talk about elastin. Elastin, people don't realize, is when the skin can snap back. That's really important. So our Skin Complete has two specific vitamins, vitamin A and also a skin antioxidant. And within them, you're actually going to be able to protect all the benefits that happen when we age, from hormonal, from metabolic, and from hereditary. So a combination of going back to starting with the Visia machine, you're going to be able to see like where the skin lies. Is it dehydrated? You know, and how much hyperpigmentation do I have? That kind of thing. Where's my skin aging? So these are fantastic products to be able to ingest internally, get on a program for a couple weeks. You'll be able to target both erythema, so all the redness of the skin. You'll be able to also start to see your skin less thickening, and you'll start to see a little bit more smoothness to the skin, and you'll also start to see a little less of hyperpigmentation.
Now, the great thing about the products here, instead of going into a pharmacy or a grocery store and just standing there for 15 minutes looking at that's what I like overguess and overthink every single product there if I should try something. 9 times out of 10, I'll buy something and I'll take it for a week and then I'll stop taking it. But when you come here, you'll actually have a consultation first.
Absolutely.
With Deb, right?
So the process is you'll come in, you'll have a consultation. You really figure out what is my main focus.
Right.
And then there is a process. And you know, you're going to start to see things happen. Rome wasn't built in a day. So some things you're going to see immediate response, and then some things it could be, you know, 2 to 3 months, and it's a process. But you know, the beautiful thing is we're really working internally from the inside out. So that's what you're going to see, and probably anywhere from 3 to 6 months, you're going to see a huge change, and after even a year, even bigger.
And you're also someone who uses the product.
I use Skin Acumax. I use Skin Omega.
Okay.
And I use the actual skin antioxidant portion.
And how
in
long
that.
have you been using it?
So I've been using the Skin Acumax for probably about 1.5 years. Myself, because very stressful. I'm on the road. I'm in sales. You know, I work about 75 hours a week. So eating and sleeping and, you know, and drinking a lot of water, not so much. However, my skin has benefited greatly from it. So just because of the stress hormonal levels, I have to stay on it. However, we've noticed some people that don't. It just depends on your hormones and where you've gotten. So,
Well, very good. These products are now available here at Robert Stevens Face and
Absolutely.
Body. And you could come in, you heard about the products, but Deb is also very educated on what these products can do, and she could talk with you. You could get a consultation. Don't forget they have gift cards here. And stop in and see Deb. Make sure you make an appointment early because it is the holiday season and those times will fill up. And we'll see you next time right here on SSP TV.